Step 3, I have to prove that it's working and I can save money for this example. Or I have to prove the business value. So step 3, prove the business value before you invest more money and before you scale. So make a first small tests and checks and POCs, prototypes, whatever, before you get to the big money pile and start to scale. So now in step 3, I have to prove that it's working and I can save money for this example. Or I have to prove the business value. And here I come back to the 5 decisions, or the 5 KPIs where decisions are typically based on. So just some ballpark figures, but it's just around in this ratios. In the value table on the right side, you can see that revenue is a quota of 100%, of course. Then cost of claims are typically around 50%. It depends on the line of business. Just one example. Then cost of distribution are typically also around 20%. Also the cost of administration, let's put it by 20%, what equals into a profit of 10%. So this is just basic value table. And then I have to, how do I prove the business value? Well, I take the startup and the use case and execute a POC or a prototype or whatever, a test, an experiment, and try to create some real-world data. You create real-world statistical data from how many, maybe 100,000 images, how many were manipulated, and then how many were matched against the data that the customer told us, and how many were real frauds. And then you have real-world data. No gut feeling, no random, no hippo. It's real-world data. And then you can take that data and then you can put it into the table on the right side, because before I had a claims ratio of 50%, and maybe the data will tell me, okay, Karl-Heinz, with this new skill, you enabled the company to save 1 percentage point of claims ratio. And this would make the head of claims very happy, because 1% is a lot for him. This 1 percentage point will add to the profit to 11%. This will make your CFO and your CEO also very happy, because also one example in euros, let's assume the revenue of the business line is 1 billion euros, then 1 percentage point that is transferred here is 10 million euros. So if you have a business line of 1 billion euros, 1 percentage point would be 10 million euros. And I think all of you know that applying a simple image check doesn't cost 10 million euros. So this would be a very valuable business case to prove. So these are the 3 steps to ensure InsurTech startups deliver what they promise. We had step number 1, you should choose the right startup to work with the right fit. Step number 2, you take the idea of this startup as a skill, you match it to an activity inside of your value chain and try to create a use case. It's a process, it's a description of a process that creates additional value for your company. And then step number 3, prove the business value. I chose here these 5 financial key performance indicators. As I've shown you in this value table, it's the most easy thing to show an executive, okay, you need more money, because I can bring you more money than you give me. But maybe other companies have other performance measurements, like net promoter score, efficiency, customer happiness, whatever. Then you can create another metric to make good decisions on it.